Hundreds of thousands of protesters took to the streets of Israel last night, the 13th week in a row, and they're saying the government has made the mistake of their lives. Protesters are demanding legislation to restructure Israel's Supreme Court be shelved once and for all, not simply delayed. This is coming despite the government saying they would delay this legislation until after the Passover holiday in order to allow discussion and compromise.
Our country is becoming in dictatorship, and it's going to affect my future, my friends' future, my family's future, and it's really important for me, so that's why I come every week.
We're here to say that we won't agree to any compromise on our democracy, our right, our liberal democracy, and we're not agreeing to participating in this bluff of compromise with the coalition.
And for the ramifications on this, we spoke earlier to Daniel Scheck, former ambassador and one of our chief political commentators.
We don't know if you mean by the time there is an election, that might be years from now, but I think that it is a very indicative and very important measurement of the general mood. And certainly Benjamin Netanyahu is known to be very, very sensitive and to the mood in the general public. And what he will see is that if you look at the numbers, with a majority of people, including a majority of Likud voters, being opposed to the judicial reform as it stands today, you understand in what kind of distress he is. And there are other signs. You know, yesterday, Netanya, which is a medium-sized town, traditionally very right-wing in the elections, there were 30,000 or 35,000 people on the street there. That is absolutely amazing. So necessarily there is pushback, including from his own ranks, from his own voters. Now you asked me about who represents, who leads the streets. The real answer is nobody, but there is this kind of diffuse hierarchy, or people who put in ideas, take leadership, make sure that the sound system works, etc. But there is no political representation for them. And that, you know, the only way for the negotiators to know what the mood in the public is to look at the images of Saturday night and to look at the numbers. There was a lot of talk about a diminishing number of protesters because of the negotiations. What we saw yesterday is that the protesters are keeping the pressure on.